The annual fixture between Ireland and England Legends, which returns to Dublin this year, is going to be played on February the 1st, the night before the Six Nations fixture between Ireland and England at the RDS. So obviously Ireland against England is sold out at the Aviva, but if you want to experience some good quality rugby the night before in the RDS, it is the Ireland Legends against the England Legends. Tickets are available on ticketmaster.ie at the moment, and you should go along and get some for it, because it's for an amazing cause. Doddie Weir was in Dublin this week ahead of the match. He obviously played with Scotland and with the Lions and was diagnosed with motor neuron disease in 2016. Since then, he's been talking openly about that diagnosis and the difficulties and also the challenges faced by anybody who has MND at the moment. So the proceeds from the game are going to be split between the My Name's Doddie Foundation and a number of other charitable causes, including many here in Ireland as well. So tickets for that match are available on ticketmaster.ie. Here is our chat with Doddie Weir. Have a look.
So take us back to the 23rd of December 2016. I think you mentioned your diagnosis there. Talk to us about that day.
Yeah, that wasn't really the best day in anyone's life who gets diagnosed with something, but it probably goes back to a year previous to that. I got my hand stuck in a door and I thought I'd broken a bone because I lost a bit of power in my left hand. That continued for 3 months and I thought, certain things have not healed up here. Skin started twitching, and that's a kind of giveaway that went onto the dreaded Google, and it came up, you've got MND. And with that, I didn't know really much about it. I knew that a fellow colleague, Joost van der Vesthuizen, who plays number 9 for South Africa, or did, sadly not here because he's recently died of MND. I knew that he had it, so what you do, you Google it and find out the effect, and that's when you get a bit nervous that because it's a terminal issue, there is no cure. So on the back of that, I had to go through a number of tests. So you get a lumbar puncture, you get shock therapy, blood tests, brain scans, and funnily enough, they never found anything in the brain before anyone says anything. As all my rugby colleagues said, there was no brain there. So then with all the accumulation of these tests on the 23rd, you get told officially that you've got MND. And to me, I expected it, so it wasn't a major problem for myself, but for my good lady, I was hoping that would never be. So she was a bit upset, but the worst thing about it is that the professor said, there's a nurse, she'll look after you because there's pretty much nothing we can do. And in a year's time, you'll probably come into this clinic in a wheelchair. So that makes life pretty nerve-wracking because I've got 3 young kids, or teenage kids, and on the back of that, you don't know how long you'll have to live, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, a year, 10 years. And that's the worrying, how you're going to protect and look after your family, because your whole body kind of disappears in front of you. And it is, so with that, we had a bit of a fight to go and enjoy ourselves while you can, and never had a bad party, and we've been invited to a lot of parties since. And with that, the fight and the journey is certainly to make people aware of the condition and to try and raise some funds so that our foundation can spend on much needed research to try and find this ultimate cure.
Your book, My Name's Doddie, it's called as well, is a fantastic read, and just reading it last year, you speak about that Christmas of 2016, which was a very interesting time because you'd just been given the diagnosis on the 23rd. Your mother was suffering from cancer at the time, and you had this decision to make about whether or not to tell your family before Christmas that you'd been diagnosed with MND. Can you talk to us a little bit about that Christmas and the sort of mixed emotions and the sort of conflict in your own head about whether or not to tell people that Christmas?
Well, yes, thanks, on. Yeah. With where we are, there's been a major emotional sort of journey as well. We're on, and we decided not to tell anyone because of my mum's condition, because my condition is what it was. There's nothing you can do about it. So we decided, my good lady and I, just to keep it quiet till the beginning of January, once Christmas is over, because Christmas is just a massive family gathering. And to have one issue in the family with mum and her cancer, they didn't want to be burdened with MND, because we all know when you get MND, it's an absolute disaster because there is no cure. Everyone who has MND is going to go out and look for a self-cure, which I think is absolutely disgraceful. So there's nothing there that the professors or the doctors are prescribing to people with MND. So there's nothing, there wasn't going to be a benefit to myself or a good lady for announcing it at the family table. But what did happen is the kids pretty much got well spoilt that year because we just weren't sure what was around the corner. If it would actually make January, whether it would make April, June. So on the back of that, it was quite difficult mentally and emotionally because we didn't know what this issue would really give me and whether I'd still be here. But 2 years on, very fortunate for some reason, because some other sufferers sadly maybe have 2-3 months and they're no longer with us. So this is why this fight's been prolonged. It's been great. The support behind the scenes has been amazing, and long may it continue, but hopefully in the short term we will get a cure. But yeah, that Christmas stays in the back of, and it's easier writing in the book, I think, of what we went through, because it was definitely a quite a difficult and traumatic time. But we came out of it. We're still here. We're still enjoying our time with the family. We've had another Christmas, which has been absolutely amazing. And
2 Christmases since.
Yeah, 2 Christmases since. So the kids are maybe not so handy now because they don't get quite as spoiled as they did then. So I don't think they're quite as happy, but so be it. And at least they've got their dad they can still celebrate with, which other people in this horrible condition don't have. So we take that on board and enjoy every day for what it is.
How hard was it for you to get to the extremely positive mindset that you're in now? You said there a few moments ago you're one of the lucky ones, which is a remarkably positive outlook to have.
Well, you don't think when you have a massive session, okay, and you've got the most horrendous hangover, and you see somebody with a bigger hangover, you feel okay. Well, that in a simplistic way is my sort of mindset, that I am where I am. I'm 48 years of age. My kids are all teenagers. But we got an email in a wee while ago from someone in Yorkshire who had MND, and he was 38. He had 2 kids, 2 and 5, and he got told in September 2017 and died in December 2017. So when you hear stories like that, what have I got to grumble about? Because for him and the family, horrific. I'm still here with mine. I'm 10 years further on, and there's a lot of stories like that. So just enjoy yourself while you can, stop grumbling, and get on with it. And that's my positive outlook. And with that, is that why I'm still here? I really don't know, difficult to say. But with that, I've got the most amazing team behind me that are doing some great things. And the 1st of February, I think you'll see that as well, as the team are coming out, Scotland, Ireland against England, which will be a magnificent occasion. And I think I'm looking forward to that as one of the great events this year.
So one of the last things I just wanted to ask you about was, you mentioned that you've put down 3 Christmases since your diagnosis, 2016, 17, 18, and on the 23rd of December 2016, that professor you mentioned there a moment ago said you wouldn't be walking when you come in to visit me in a year's time. Do you feel that proving him wrong has given you a great boost?
Yeah, definitely, and I think that's the world we're in. Proving him wrong, still here 2 years down, but he is a great professor, and I think that's what's unique about this disease, is no one actually knows. He could have been right in saying that, and he's maybe propelled my strength and my thoughts to try and outthink him or outdo him. And the reason being as well, we work with each other, and I spoke to the J9 Foundation, which is the Youth van der Wessen, because he's done a lot for MND, and with that, what did he do to try and secure and keep himself going? And he's been round the world doing every sort of kind of injection one could do for MND, and with that it didn't work, but his team said the thing that kept him going was positive thinking. And that's what I've taken on board. I see a chiropractor once a week, and he says if you don't use it, you lose it. So with the muscles in your hands, try and do as much as you can. So tying shoelaces, for example, is a big thing for me. But then I keep doing it. It might take me 5 minutes, but I do it, and boom, that's sort of success. Drinking a pint, I can't really do it with one hand, so I've got to do it with 2 hands now. So we've got to adapt, and that's the kind of thing and the spirit you've got to have. But the spirit really is to try and make a difference and try, and I just think it's outrageous in today's environment that there's not even one new drug in 25 years has hit the table to give people with MND a chance. And with a chance you need options, and there is no options. So with that, we want to try and change, and I've got nothing to lose to go and speak to some of these professors. But really it's down to the team behind to say a massive thank you for the support and generosity, because it wasn't for them. It gives me a boost. It also brings in much needed finances so we can invest.
So take us back to the 23rd of December 2016.
Might just leave there. Okay, so that was the end of our Doddie Weir interview. A reminder that tickets are available for the Ireland-England Legends game, which takes place the night before Ireland play England in the Six Nations. That game is in the RDS. You can just go on Ticketmaster, or you can just Google Ticketmaster Ireland-England Legends. You'll find it there, and there are plenty of tickets left available for the RDS on the 1st of February. And look, there's a superstar cast of former England players. A bunch of former Scottish players are now playing. I presume they play for Ireland against England?
Yes.
As we unify against...
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah. Or maybe they play for England. That would be a bit weird.
No, they're playing for Ireland.
Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. So a bunch of Ireland and Scottish legends playing against England. Some big names already confirmed, and we'll confirm the names as we go along in advance as well and get more information on that to you. So if you want to go along and have a good night out on the Friday night and support a very good cause, Doddie Weir seemed very fit and well, considering he's a man who is going through the diagnosis of MND at the moment.
Yeah, it's incredible, really. It's to have that level of positivity, to be able to say that I'm one of the lucky ones, is just incredible, really. The strength of that man is incredible. It's just reading his book, My Name's Doddie, it's called, for anybody who's interested in picking it up, and just speaking to him there the other day. He's just a man of incredible strength. Anybody who goes through that and manages to have that outlook in life is incredible, really, and he just maintains that great sense of humour that he has, and he was in great form the other day. Like, it's just such a dreadful condition. It's impossible to kind of even comprehend what he must be going through. Yeah.
You were talking about Colin Murray.
Yeah, like, just kind of even reminding myself of the Colin Murray story this week, because I think it's kind of important to kind of look at this and look at how people have dealt with this and how they speak about it. And one of the lines that kind of stuck out to me from the documentary made about him by RTE a couple of years ago was that when he was told that he'd been diagnosed with motor neuron disease, he was told that it was progressive, it was incurable, and it was terminal. PIT, and he said it very much was the pits when he was told it, and that was kind of a line that kind of sticks out to you. Like, it's one thing being told that, but telling your friends and family that you've got a terminal disease that's progressive and is totally incurable is something else. And like Doddie says it there, 25 years since the only drug has come along. So any sort of funding, any sort of help to aid the research into this terrible condition would be greatly appreciated from everybody, really.